Hey guys, so we have some active Uranus energy that is going on this week, bridging us from our full moon in Capricorn that we had Monday sort of through to this upcoming weekend. We are also in activated black moon energy. The moon will be transiting the sign of Aquarius Wednesday and Thursday, forming an opposition to the black moon in Leo. This is activating these black moon shadow side issues. People could definitely be a bit triggered. The moon transiting the sign of Aquarius, though, is also first forming a square to Jupiter, and then will form a square to Uranus, who rules Aquarius, and also in opposition to Venus and Mars in the sign of Leo. Shakeups, changes, unexpected or unanticipated conversations that are changing things for us somehow, but a lot of this is going to center around relationship drama, relationship changes, unanticipated shifts in relationships, and it's going to be lasting. It's going to be sort of permanent. The changes and the sort of the things that we're coming to the end of now, this is like once and for all energy. This is turning point energy. This is like reaching the end of the road energy, and universe is getting ready to launch all of us forward in some type of new direction in one area of our lives. And this week and next week, and the energy, the transits happening and the activations associated with that are really helping us transition in one way or another. So let's look at this energy in a little bit more detail and try to get an idea perhaps of what things might look like for us over this next couple of days as this energy unfolds. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today is Wednesday, July 5th, 2023. My name is Aubrey. This is your astrological outlook of the day, where we are narrating the shift of the ages, looking at the activations and the transits and the energy on a day-to-day basis in the context of this overall transition into the age of Aquarius that is happening right now. It's like, how are the more minute details of the overall plan coming together on a day-by-day basis to eventually create this greater, larger, overall frequency-based transition? So that is the lens through which we are viewing astrology on this channel. And that being said, today we are looking at Wednesday, July 5th, and we're also going to be looking at July 6th as well. These, like I said, are both very Uranian influenced days, and they are also both black moon days. Twice a month, every month, we have black moon energy activated. And this happens whenever the moon happens to be transiting the sign where either the black moon is or the sign oppositional to the black moon. The black moon has a tendency of operating in terms of polarity. So whenever right now the black moon is currently transiting the sign of Leo, whenever the moon is entering and transiting Leo, or whenever the moon is entering and transiting Aquarius, this is activating that black moon energy. The black moon represents and rules our shadow side issues, our unconscious worries, fears, insecurities, doubts, largely stemming from unhealed trauma within us that is actually playing a much stronger role than a lot of times we know in terms of the way that our conscious reality and conscious experiences play out. It's the subconscious programming that we acquire as a result of the things that happen to us that for whatever reason we're unable to heal, release, or integrate, at the time that they occur. And so essentially we develop these complexes that are largely unconscious, and when we get triggered about stuff, a lot of times it's stemming in like a root way from this unconscious programming or this unhealed trauma that is creating these shadow side responses. Okay, so whenever we're dealing with black moon energy, that's the type of vibe that's coming through. And so people have a tendency to be triggered when the black moon is being activated, and to be coming from a greater place of like fear, worry, insecurity, and doubt. And we have the black moon transiting the sign of Leo. This has a lot to do with our ability to be seen, right? And our ability to be loved, and our ability to feel powerful, and our ability to feel actualized, and like we can express ourselves and stuff. And any issues that we have with our own ego or with our own ability to be seen as the shining star that we are, and for our talents or for our abilities, or to be loved, or like I said, there's definitely issues with like hierarchy and power associated with black moon Leo energy as well, but it also can just bring up a lot of distorted ego issues. So people coming from a place of a wounded ego wounds could be triggering some major projection or like just lashing out, okay, when we have Black Moon and Leo activated. And so that is sort of the red flag for twice a month, just to keep in mind going forward, or just in retrospect, even looking back, when we have the moon transiting Aquarius, when we have the moon transiting Leo, while the Black Moon is in the sign of Leo, and it takes the Black Moon 9 months to transit a sign. That might be the type of thing that is being energetically provoked. So we are in that window today, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. So we've got that sort of like underlying vibe, like people may be dealing with some of the more ugly sides of their own ego, or again, these fears and worries, doubts, self-sabotaging things across the board could be surfacing. And we also, though, have this very strong Uranus energy. So in Uranus, this is like a need to break free from anything that is suffocating to us and, you know, to our growth, or that is holding us back from being able to like move towards our potential, with Uranus currently in the sign of Taurus. And, you know, the moon will also be, as I said, forming the opposition to Venus and Mars in the sign of Leo. This is also relationship issues, relationship drama, could be stemming from inner child wounds that are also really surfacing in this energy. Leo is also the sign of children and childhood, and Black Moon and Leo can definitely indicate like unhealed, unresolved inner child wounds that create these ego distortions, or, you know, these triggers and stuff that could be coming out in this energy. But with Uranus there, this is like a need to break free from this. Like, this is like a need to release ourselves from like commitments, or from like duties or obligations or responsibilities, or the structures or the forms or the foundations that we find ourselves immersed in that are suffocating our light, that are like stifling our creative potential, or that have us feeling distance or detached from the authentic nature that is trying to make itself more and more and more known within all of us right now, as we are in, of course, this overall greater transition into the age of Aquarius, which is about reuniting us with and reacquainting us with our own original, unique, authentic potential, and what can be done with that to not only bring ourselves to this greater level of fulfillment and joy in this overall life experience, wisdom, but also fill a void and like serve a role in the context of the greater overall good. Aquarius, in the age of Aquarius, this is like all for one and one for all type of energy and age that we're moving into. This is like, how is the individual unique and special and, you know, like brilliant and able to shine and be recognized for their unique, like individual authentic potential, but also how does that specific spark, that unique creative potential, play this larger role in contributing something of lasting value, or something that helps to move forward the overall collective. So it's the emphasis on the individual, but it's the emphasis on the individual in the context of the role that is played to provide support and value to the overall expansion of the collective whole. So as this energy is coming through, and, you know, as we are going through this 2-week period right now following our full moon in Capricorn, which if you didn't watch that video, I recommend watching that video, because it will give you a lot more context in terms of what this particular period of time is, the larger role that it's playing for us right now, the greater level of significance, and, you know, what we're moving towards. We really are, over this 2 weeks from between now and the new moon in Cancer that will be coming up, ending a 1.5 year long cycle of detaching ourselves from anything that has been blocking growth, hindering potential, stealing power, or keeping us blind to the truth of our value. As I just said, universe is kind of compelling us all forward right now to, you know, rediscover ourselves, rediscover our potential, and move forward on the self-actualization journey, because that actually is the transition, that is the bridge from where we're at now into this new energetic paradigm that is coming in the age of Aquarius. So as this next couple of weeks plays out, there's likely to be a lot of things coming to the end. I'm going to say this, and I'll be saying this over this next couple of weeks, like, if you need to finish something, if you need to walk away from something, if you need to cut the cord on something, this is definitely the time to do it. This is energy that is really, really supporting the finalization of things that we've been working to get away from, to release ourselves from, or to overcome, again, throughout the past year and a half. So pretty, very significant periods of time right now. And then once we get to the new moon energy, this is marking a time of like breakthroughs into some very significant new beginnings. This is like some universally supported rebirth energy, and we're really all going to be starting something very new, very authentic, and very independent, sort of like a new journey kind of in one area of our lives or another. Well, once the nodes of the moon transit into Libra and Aries coming up here over this next couple weeks. But for now, and moving towards that energy, it's all about these relationship shifts, these relationship changes, shocking, unexpected things happening in relationships could definitely be sparking out. And again, people are likely to be more triggered. The way that this black moon and Uranus energy is coming together, it's like black moon is always trying to bring something to our awareness, you guys. And what it's trying to bring to our awareness is that which is unhealed within us, or that which is unconsciously contributing to some of the less than positive circumstances that we may find ourselves in, that we feel like we're not consciously choosing. The black moon is very powerful. This is a very powerful force because it has this ability to actually really impact a lot of our tangible, like, experiences that are playing out in our lives, because it is directly correlated to this subconscious programming and to our unconscious and to what we are creating and manifesting unknowingly as a result of that. So, you know, the volatility or the blow-ups or the breakups that do come to the forefront or that do transpire and happen in this energy, in the context of this last 2 weeks and this full moon energy moving towards the nodal shift, this is likely to create lasting change, permanent endings right now. People seeking change from anything that is suffocating as well. Like I said, this is a very palpable vibration that we're probably dealing with. First of all, now, in terms of the Uranus energy that is coming through this weekend, like I said or not this weekend, coming through Wednesday and Thursday. Like I said, on Wednesday, the moon will be transiting the sign of Aquarius, and the moon will form a square to Jupiter. Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus. So when we have an Aquarius moon going on, this is highlighting the Uranus energy, of course, and then coming into square with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So this is expanding this need for freedom and truth from anything that is like restricting us or restraining us or holding us back or making things difficult or like working against us when we have this square going on. There could also be like some with Uranus in the sign of Taurus squaring the moon in the sign of Aquarius. Be careful with like overly impulsive technology purchases in this energy. I know that's sort of like random and obscure, but like we could just have this like desire to sort of like really like go overboard or go over the top in spending money on technology. So there's that. But moving into Thursday, then we have the moon actually in the sign of Aquarius still, which of course is activating Uranus energy, come into square with Uranus himself in the sign of Taurus, and simultaneously in opposition to Venus and Mars in the sign of Leo, while we currently have Venus and Uranus in a pretty tight square and Uranus and Mars in a square as well, although this is no longer as tight. So we've got Venus and Mars squaring Uranus. We've got the moon squaring Uranus as well and in opposition to Venus and Mars, while the moon is in the sign of Aquarius. And also we have Mercury in a sextile to Uranus as well. So there is a lot of planetary energy that is being influenced this week, and especially with the moon in Aquarius as well, by Uranus. And Uranus, this is the great rectifier. Uranus brings blessings in disguise. Uranus is the cosmic fixer. Uranus puts things right, but Uranus is also like the tower crumbling, brings shocks, surprises, expect the unexpected. I do think that we could find ourselves in some situations or scenarios this week that are just like very out of the ordinary for us, or very unusual in the context of like our normal daily ongoings. This is definitely energy that is seeking to switch things up, things just not happening in accordance, most likely, with the normal flow and routines that we're accustomed to as this week unfolds. Doing things that are new and different as well, maybe doing things in a different way, maybe just like inspired to change something somehow, seeking excitement, seeking novelty, seeking freedom. Again, a need to feel sort of unencumbered, or, you know, anything that is suffocating us, stifling our creative flow, keeping us from being able to feel like joy as well. With Venus and Mars in the sign of Leo, this is any relationship dynamics that are dwindling our life force, or suffocating our life force, or stifling our creative potential, or like stealing our joy, or stealing our light, or stealing our fun, or just like feel like they're extinguishing any part of our heart in any type of way. This is where that type of thing is coming to the end. And again, it's coming to the end once and for all. There could also be a desire to make changes stemming from these inner wounds or these shadow side issues that could be being triggered or activated in this energy as well. We could find ourselves like coming to a point where we're like really upset or really triggered about something, and through that process gaining some type of an awareness that brings us to a point where we're finally ready to make some type of radical change. This is also like this, when I'm talking about these endings right now, this is part of a karmic detox process that has been playing out over the past year and a half. And, you know, this could be like a big deal. This could also be like ending addictions, or this could be like getting out of toxic relationships, or like abusive relationships, or even like, you know, shifting our relationship to ourselves in some type of a way, or something that has just been toxic to us, or stealing our power, or again, like diminishing our life force in any type of a way, stealing our joy, stealing our light, that has been preventing us from feeling good about ourselves, or feeling like, you know, we have like a talent or a potential or something within us to be cultivated or to be nurtured, helping us, anything that has been stealing our perception of our own worth or of our own value. All of this is what universe is really seeking right now to help us escape from, to help us detach ourselves from, to help us overcome. So the things that are being triggered within us in this black moon energy, in correspondence with the strong Uranus energy as well, like I said, they could be the thing, like what is triggering a release or a sudden awakening. Uranus is also the planet that rules awakening, conscious awakening, great awakening. That's why the age of Aquarius, as we move into this energy, is also known as the Great Awakening, because it's this Uranian, future-oriented, purpose-oriented, like destiny-oriented type of energy and type of mindset and type of understanding and type of flow of life and expansion and unfolding of divine purpose and divine potential, when this type of energy is what we're dealing in. So the darker sides of ourselves and our experience and the emotions that could be associated with it coming up in this energy are likely seeking to awaken us to something that needs to be changed in our lives. Uranus is also the planet that makes the changes for us when we haven't been able to make them for ourselves. And that's why a lot of times it's associated with chaos and, you know, things being sort of out of control, and it can kind of just like take us and just like dump everything upside down, especially in the sign of Taurus. This is like a total upsetting of the status quo, but it is actually for the purpose of restoring the ability for organic growth along the lines of authentic potential and truth to come into fruition. So whatever's happening, there's a special significance to what is playing out and what is happening this week, even though we don't have, you know, after our full moon, coming out of our full moon, we really don't have any like big time explosive energy or aspects or transits happening as we move through the rest of this week. However, because of the period of time that we're in right now, it's like everything that is sort of happening right now is significant, because it's really this part of this important transitional process that is trying to move us out of one area of our era of our lives and, like I said, rebirth us into this new paradigm of potential associated with our own self-image also in a lot of ways. Now, also, like I said, we do have Mercury, the messenger planet, also aspecting Uranus in this energy over today and tomorrow. So this could also be some crazy, bizarre, unexpected news that acts as a catalyst somehow. A conversation that really blows our mind in some type of way. But with Mercury and Uranus in the sextile, this is a facilitating aspect. This is helping whatever process needs to take place right now to help make changes for us. This is helping those processes to come into fruition. So the conversations that we're having, the messages coming through, what we're learning, what we're talking about, just the information that is presented to us generally right now could be in some way facilitating or assisting this process of like awakening something within us, or showing us the truth about something, or helping us to gain a greater level of understanding or context about something that in somehow enables us to move forward from something and leave the past in the past somehow. So we, like I said, are in this point of no return energy. Lasting changes are in the process of taking place. The Uranian energy this week could be making things like a bit weird. Again, this could be sort of a different week where things are just not going the way that they usually go. We could just have like random stuff planned this week, or there could just be some strange interferences or changes to plans going on. Universe is trying to show us like another way of doing things kind of with this energy coming through, and there could just be some very eye-opening moments coming in with whatever else is kind of on the table this week. Strange or unexpected conversations, like I said, that change things for us somehow. Specifically, those is going to have a lot to do with relationships. With Mars and Venus in the conjunction in the sign of Leo, in the square to Uranus in the sign of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, and with the moon in Aquarius coming through, forming that T-square as well, the opposition to Mars and Venus in the square to Uranus. While we're in the black moon energy, this is just definitely, like I said, like it just makes me think of like relationship drama, but it's functional drama. It's drama with a purpose, and wherever things land on the other side of the drama, like it's meaningful, it's to fix things somehow, and it's probably leading to some type of lasting change. Don't be overly impulsive. When we have Uranian energy, first of all, this can be a very like high anxiety energy, nervous tension. Also with Mercury and Uranus in the aspect this week in the sextile, this can also sort of have us like riding a bit high. This can provoke, again, like just anxiety or nervous tension and stuff like that. We can just feel like a bit ungrounded, especially also with the Aquarius moon going on. And we don't want to allow the impulsiveness of this energy to sort of like carry us away, especially with the square to Jupiter as well. We don't want to be overly impulsive to the point of being reckless and overly indulgent of things, but we do want to be open to following, these intuitive hunches that might come to us. We do want to go with the flow. We do want to be open to impulses, but we just don't want to be rash. We don't want to be reckless. We don't want to be sort of like a loose cannon in this energy and just like allowing the spontaneity of it all we don't want to take it to excess, is what I'm trying to say. Uranus does, though, bring this future focus, and this energy is breaking us out of boxes that have kept us trapped and moving us forward. Uranus is an energy all about the future, because it's all about the development of true and authentic potential and what that can grow into and what that can become. And Uranus is an influence, like I said, that tries to remove that which is blocking the ability for any type of organic growth or potential, authentic growth or potential to come into fruition. So and we've got Jupiter right now this week at 11 degrees of the sign of Taurus. That Sabian symbol is a woman sprinkling long rows of flowers. So, we're in the seed phase right now, you guys. We are getting ready to bust through the seed, sort of like leave that seed encapsulation behind us and begin this process of truly growing and blooming into what is in our divine design, really. But, we've got to let some things go in order to get there, and that is what this week and that is what next week is also really all about. So that's what I have to say today, you guys, in terms of the astrology. Expect the unexpected this week, likely major changes and shakeups going on in relationships. But I will say, let's talk about the tarot now. We're going to do a tarot reading for this next couple days as well, and there's a very positive and inspiring message that is coming through. Now, of course, this may not be for everybody, but there is a message coming through in the context of what could be some big relationship changes going on. We need to not lose hope, okay? Anything that is being removed from our lives in this energy is being removed so that it can be replaced with something that is so much more valuable and fulfilling for us. Universe is trying to refine us and free us to a point where we can truly reflect and reflect, but also like mirror back and attract and receive that which is going to bring us such a deeper level of fulfillment and be so much more valuable, stable, and create a much greater level of abundance in our lives. Okay, we've got, and this is also speaking to me. Some of you, there could be some exciting, unexpected, like new relationships that come in throughout the course of this week or next week, or, you know, moving into this next couple weeks, that really restore a sense of hope and faith for us somehow, and really also like inspire us to like get back up on our own 2 feet, or to like really work towards some goals, or to like really become our best selves in one way or another. We've got the Star that came out first, followed by the Lovers. You guys, like, don't lose hope. If you're going through some really difficult relationship drama over this week and over next week, do not lose hope. And this doesn't have to be just primarily, you know, there's an emphasis on romantic relationships, but this can also be familial relationships with the Cancer energy right now. This can also be work partnerships, business relationships as well. And this can also be the relationship with ourselves. These could be friendships, but there is some type of renewed and inspiring relationship that is trying to come to us as we go through this period of time. So again, like, it's Uranus, unexpected. There could just be some surprise meetings or surprise interactions that happen. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, and we also had the King of Pentacles on the back of the deck, there could be somebody coming in, you guys, that is like sort of like a boss, like really on their business, like very abundant financially, and very committed and dedicated as well, like a very hard worker, but somebody who is like very much in their own personal sense of self-empowerment. There could be this type of individual coming in, surprisingly impacting our relationship, our personal lives in one way or another. So with the Nine of Pentacles here, the self-made woman, and then the King of Pentacles on the back, and then the Star, and then the Lovers, you guys, like I said, you know, this may not apply to everyone, but this is also could be seen like as a very creative energy. This could also be like finding the right partner to help you in, you know, maximizing whatever goal you're working towards, or whatever financial endeavor you're working towards. Like, this could be very suitable work partners and relationships to make money with, or to build something with, or to create with, coming in as well. Or it could be these romantic relationships, or it could even be like resources generally that are coming to us based on a newly like inspired sense of self-worth internally and relationship to ourselves as well. So despite whatever shakeups may be happening this week, you guys, like, there's a good chance, at least according to these cards that came out today, that something solid, something stable, something reliable, and something that is a proper reflection of our real, true, our own value, okay? And that it could be quite fulfilling and quite abundant. It could be surprisingly trying to make its way to us in this energy, and really, again, like re-inspiring some hope and faith and desire also to become the best version of ourselves moving forward. So that is a very interesting and positive indication that some good stuff could be coming. Relationship drama, relationship shakeups, but also relationship shakeups can also mean meeting someone unexpectedly that ends up playing a very valuable role in our lives, that's primarily what that message is saying. So a lot of different ways that could go. Let's get one more card now, you guys. Synchronicity card. God, Spirit, Universe, what mantra do we need? What advice, what guidance is going to benefit us as this Black Moon Uranus energy is playing out moving through this week, as we are heading towards the weekend? We actually have two messages coming out today. This is the message that that shot out of the deck and fell on the floor. It says sort your friends, but we also had another card like turn over when I was shuffling right on top of the deck, like staring at me as I stopped shuffling, and that says love equals respect, which this makes sense in the context of the astrology. What did I say? Anything in relationships, in partnerships, that is stifling like our heart and soul, or that is like stealing our life force, that is like making us feel bad about ourselves, or that is like stealing our joy or stealing our light, or being like a dark cloud raining on our parade, like we're not having it anymore. Love equals respect, and sort your friends. Like we're looking for the authenticity in our relationships that mirrors to us like essentially the value that we hold for ourselves and that we're discovering for ourselves at this point in time. So sort your friends. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind. Proverbs 11:29. Your house is your mind. Fill your mind only with thoughts of harmony, health, peace, joy, and goodwill. Likewise, choose only those friends who embody those same sorts of ideals. Having negative thoughts and negative friends is not the road you wish to take. Be discriminating, sort your thoughts, and sort through your friends. You already know the answer to this. This is exactly the type of vibe that I'm talking about coming through this week with the Black Moon and the Uranus energy and the Leo energy as well. Love equals respect. The children of this love are given in marriage. Luke 20:34. God is love, and when true love in the heart unites a man and a woman, it is God joining a couple. When difficulties and arguments occur, dissolve the problem in the light of God's love. Love, goodwill, and understanding are the keys to all human understanding. Respect one another. Refusing to treat one another with respect will cause more harm than any other act. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's like, with this Black Moon energy, we're really being triggered, and we're really, starting to see maybe some of the roots of our issues, where we're coming from, where we've been settling or giving false versions of love that are coming from more of a place of ego than like, authentic heart-based connection, and how we need to sort our friends, how we need to sort our relationships, what ties we need to cut right now in order to promote the vibes of love and respect internally and externally, as within, so without, in terms of ourselves, in terms of the relationships, and all that is encompassed in that realm of our reality. So that's what I have to say today, you guys. Message from the stars, message from the cards. I hope you guys liked it. I hope there was something in there for you. If you guys did like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You guys share it with your friends if you think they would appreciate this type of content, like this type of information as well. Leave me comments, you guys. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I really, truly value your feedback. I love knowing what you guys have going on. I appreciate knowing how these energies are affecting you. If you are having experiences that line up with what I'm talking about in these videos, please let me know in the comment section below, because I like I said, I truly value and appreciate that. I also have a Facebook page and a Facebook group where I post this whiteboard message every day whenever I have these whiteboards. If you're interested in that, that's where you can find that. I have Instagram as well. Those are in my description box below. And come back with me later this week, you guys. I will have a weekend video out carrying us through the weekend. Talking about the energy that is coming at us next. So I will be here. You should be here too. You don't want to miss that. And I will see you then, guys. Have a beautiful Uranus Black Moon next couple of days. And until next time, bye, guys.